Welcome to the Fireball 4 tutorial on spot actions. Spot actions are how you reveal hidden units in the game. Most of the units in a scenario are going to start hidden if they're in concealment, and they're going to be placed on a table either when they shoot or if they're successfully spotted by the enemy. We're going to say this is the very beginning of a turn, and the Germans have written on their sheet that they have 2 machine guns hidden behind this wall. Now the wall provides concealment, so until they're spotted or they fire, these machine guns are not on the table, so the Americans don't know where they are. We'll say the Americans have an activation, and they've decided to activate this platoon, which is 2 rifle teams and a leader. Okay? And the first thing the Americans want to do, they can move on, we'll say, from this table edge. They want to kind of look around to see where the Germans are. So they decide to start with the leader. The leader does a move action. He enters the woods and stops his move action here. He is actually not put on the table because the Germans don't actually see him either. But I'm going to put him on just for sake of this demonstration. But you would tell the game master, I'm moving my leader into this woods, and no German would have line of sight. The leader then decides he's done his move action, he wants to do a spot action. So what he does is he just rolls a dice. He's looking for a 5 or a 6. He gets a 6. That means he succeeded. If he succeeds, he picks any one terrain piece or terrain zone in his line of sight, and the Germans must reveal what's there. So he decides he wants to look at this building. And he says, are there any Germans in this building? The game master asks the Germans. The Germans say, no, we don't have any Germans in this building, so nothing is revealed. The leader is now done. He has a rally action, but he's not broken, so he doesn't do anything. The Americans then go on from there. They decide that they want to bring on another guy who is allowed to come on this edge of the table. So the American traces his movement path, and it's 12 inches, and he decides he's going to come around the woods and end up here. He does his movement path, and he ends up here. At the end of his move, he picks any piece of terrain, one piece of terrain within 3 inches, and the Germans must reveal what's there. So in this situation, he might say, I'm going to look at this wall, which is within 3 inches. The Germans would then have to put out their machine guns. Now, in effect, what will probably happen is that before he does this, these machine guns will use op fire on him, which will be explained in the op fire tutorial. Once people have been spotted, or they're fired and they're put on the table, we just play that they're on the table for the rest of the game. We don't let people get hidden unless they're snipers. That's the only one.
They're hidden in trees, behind revetments, buried pillboxes, bomb proofs, bunkers.